I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching this truth according to the Bible. I was thinking about, a topic that I wanted to talk on today, and the Spirit had me remember a short that I had seen a while ago. Okay, so I had seen this short a while ago, and I thought it would be a good idea just to comment on this, of this general that I had seen before. Okay, and I want y'all to listen to what he says. Okay, and I'm going to grab some scriptures, and just kind of comment on what he's saying about, Babylon the Great, aka the United States of America, specifically their military. So let's play this real quick.
They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters. They're watching our every...
So you heard him. This Edomite right here, he's got a message for all the nations of the world. He says that, if you want war with the United States, essentially they're going to annihilate you and your children will be orphaned. OK, but, us in this truth of the hopeful elect, we got something else to say according to the scriptures. OK, you heard this man. What did he say?
Move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea.
And all those countries that he just listed off are ultimately going to be a part of the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America. Every single country he just named will take part in the destruction of this place. And that's according to the scriptures. OK, and this man has a confidence and a cockiness and a pride. What this is right here is pride. OK, Esau, Edom is the most proud. All right. Let's get some scriptures on this. OK, we're going to start right here in Obadiah. Of course, Obadiah 1 and 3. It says, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. OK, and this man, this general, this United States general, he's been deceived. OK, for so long, for decades upon decades and generations, the United States has been the military power of the world. The United States has been the most powerful military in the entire world known to man to ever exist on the planet. And that's true. And this man, he's caught up in that pride. OK, that pride of being a part of that great force. All right. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. OK, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Those are caves, man. Those are you Edomites. All right. And whose habitation is high. Right. Who builds all these skyscrapers? You think about the United States. You think about New York, Chicago, Atlanta. Right. All these places with all these skyscrapers. This is what this is talking about. You Edomites. OK, it says, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Let's listen to what this man says again. All right. See, you Americans, you Edomites, you Babylonians, you Christians, pay very close attention to what the scriptures actually say is going to happen to you and to your precious country, the United States of America. All right. This place is going to be destroyed, completely and totally incinerated. All right. Let's listen to this man again.
They're watching our every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if...
We have been honed into a machine. Okay, the scriptures call you a beast. Okay, so you're correct. You have been honed into a beast of lethal moving parts. Okay, back to Obadiah. He said, at the end of Obadiah, chapter 1 and verse 3, at the end, it says, who shall bring me down to the ground? And that's what this man is saying. Let's get more scriptures. All right.
If you know what's good for you, we will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen.
Oh, did you hear that? We will not back down. Who shall bring me down to the ground? Babylon the Great, a.k.a. Esau, Edom. All right. That's why the entire first chapter of Obadiah, the only chapter in Obadiah, is all about you Edomites and what's going to happen to you, your destruction, your end. All right. Let's get some scriptures. I got some pulled up right here. Wait, let's finish this. Let's finish this real quick because this verse actually goes good with the end of this short.
We don't want war. But if you want
we don't want war. He said, we don't want war. OK, he said, we know war. We don't want war.
The United States of America, there's one thing I can.
He said, but if you want war with the United States of America, a.k.a. the beast, a.k.a. NATO, a.k.a. Babylon the Great, what can he promise us?
Promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters. They're watching our every...
Well, you know, that's pretty proud. That's a bold statement right there. Okay? Let's go to the scriptures, see what the scriptures have to say. What does Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai have to say about this man and what he thinks? All right? Let's go to this first scripture, Joel 3 and 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. But according to this man, he said he don't want war. And he said, you especially don't want war with the United States. Well, Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai wants the smoke, man. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. So this man clearly has not read the scriptures because there will be war. As a matter of fact, the nations do want war with the United States, and they will have it, according to Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai, and they will defeat the United States, as a matter of fact. So actually, someone else will be raising your sons and your daughters, sir, Mr. Proud Edomite. Okay? What does the scripture say? It says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Doesn't the scripture say that the Lord is a man of war? The Lord loves war. All right? He's a man of war. He loves killing. He's all about killing. All right? And you Edomites, okay, Babylon the Great, you're the next target. You are the target that is in the sights of Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. Let's get another one. Talking about you don't want war with the United States. Well, Yahweh Shai wants war with the United States. Okay? Let's get this one. Revelation 13 and 4. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. Okay? The dragon is that power structure, the laws, the ordinances, right? That give power and authority unto the beast, which is that military, NATO, right? And the EU, right? Which basically NATO and the EU is one entity with the United States. The United States is the beast, okay? They're military, right? They are the most powerful asset of NATO. Their weapons, their intelligence, their manpower, their firepower. That is the beast, your military. Okay, so you are right. The United States is a very powerful military, okay, but it's nothing compared to Yahweh Shai. And you're not that powerful when you come to think of it. If China, Iran, and Russia and North Korea all want to fight with United States, well, you can't take all those mighty armies, because believe it or not, they got mighty weapons and manpower and intelligence too. You're not the only one, you know. And they worshiped the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Okay, this man right here thinks that nobody is able to make war with the beast, aka America, aka NATO, aka the EU. That's what this man thinks.
Move.
He
Of
said
lethal
what?
moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you.
Shh. You would be wise to avoid the beast. Well, that's you right here. This scripture is talking about him. And they worship the beast, saying, who is like unto the beast? Who is able to make war with him? Well, Yahweh Shai is able. Okay, let's get another one. All right, Revelation 18:7. How much she hath glorified herself. All right, talking about Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, the daughter of the Chaldees, the great whore of Babylon, right? Riding atop the beast, talking about America specifically. Herself, that's America. All right, and live deliciously. So much torment and sorrow give her. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Hey, this guy thinks,
We will not be intimidated.
hey, we will not be intimidated. What does the scripture say? I sit a queen, I am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. Shh, that's pride. The pride of thine heart, the pride of thine heart hath deceived thee. Okay, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, you Edomites. Your weapons, your sword, your ability to make war has puffed up your head, your chest, right? And you think that you're untouchable. Okay, let's get some more scriptures. Let's get more. Isaiah 47:8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures. Okay, and America is given to pleasures. It's all about pleasure in the United States. It's all about yourself, selfishness, me, all the time. How can I get my fix? How can I please myself? How can I gain? How can I capitalize? How can I become richer, become better than the next person? How can I appease my need for alcohol, for drugs, for sex, for money, for all these things that I want, right? United States, land of the free, right? Land of the free. Do what you want. Freedom. That's your mantra. Freedom. That's your mantra, right? Well, that's the same mantra that Alexander Crawley had, right? That famous Satanist. What was his mantra? Do what thou wilt, which is the same as freedom. Okay? This place is given to pleasures. This place is completely demonic and satanic. That's why Yahweh Shai is going to destroy Babylon the Great. And what is the basis of all this theology? What is the basis of the mind of Babylon the Great? What is the cause? What is the one spirit that is over this nation as a whole? What is the largest and greatest one theology in Babylon the Great? And that's Christianity. Christianity tells you can do whatever you want. Christianity says you don't have to follow the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Christianity tells you, come as you are, we accept you. Christianity will fly gay pride flags in front of their churches. Christianity will allow homosexual couples to sit in the pulpits while they preach against homosexuality, which they won't preach against homosexuality. Christianity allows for you to do what you want. Do what thou wilt. Do what thou wilt. Forget about the law, statutes, and commandments, right? Let's get this. Psalms. I believe it's Psalms 50. Okay. Let's go to, Psalms 50 and 16. But unto the wicked, who is the wicked? Esau, Edom. Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Yeah, what does this book have to do with you, Esau, Edom? What do the scriptures have to do with you? You have nothing to do with these scriptures, right? To declare my statutes, to go to your Sunday churches, your sun god worship churches, right? And act like you're Christians, call yourselves Christians, and falsely claim that you follow the Bible, that you believe in the Bible, right? But what does this verse say? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth. Yeah, saying that you're the believers now. That the promises in the Bible are for the new believers, right? That the blood of Yahweh Shai was spilt for you Edomites. Anybody that believes, right? Anybody that believes, even though we know that's talking about the nation of Israel. All throughout the scriptures is what it says. Okay? This is what you Christians do. But unto the wicked Christians, Edomites, and you 2/3 who follow along with them, Yahweh saith, what hast thou to do to declare my statutes? Right? To say that this is your book. You're a Christian and you believe, right? Or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction, right? Because when you bring out the law, statutes, commandments, the instructions of the Lord, right? When you bring out the instructions of the Lord, what do they say? Oh, we don't have to do that. That's the Old Testament. That we don't got to do that. The blood of Christ, he shed his blood for that. We don't have to follow that anymore. We don't follow that. The God of the Old Testament, we don't like him. He's mean. He's hateful. He killed a lot of people. We don't follow that anymore. That's you Christians. Seeing thou hatest instruction and cast my words behind thee. Yeah, that's you, right?
We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want...
But you're going to have war. And that's thus saith the Lord. That's thus saith the Lord. Isaiah 47:8. Therefore hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, you Edomites, you Americans, you Babylonians. In thine heart I am, it says, that sayest, in thine heart I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. That sounds like America to me. Let's get this one. Actually, let's finish that. Let's finish that verse, right? Next verse. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day. So your mighty beast military, your machine of lethal moving parts, I think that's what the guy said, shall know these two things in one day. The loss of children, right? And widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection. For the multitude of thy sorceries, right? And this place, America, Babylon the Great, is full of sorceries and witchcraft. And for the great abundance of thine enchantments, right? This place is nothing but wickedness, nothing but Sodom and Gomorrah reincarnate. Okay. And he cried with a Revelation 18:2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen, is fallen. This is your future. You, sir, you proud American, sir, general. Okay, this is your future. This is for you. Babylon the Great is fallen, and is become the habitation of devils. All right, you devil, you Edomite devil, right? You Edomites, going to get Obadiah 1:18, right? Obadiah chapter 1:18. What does that say? Right? Read it says, and the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, northern and southern tribes, and the house of Esau, you Edomites, you proud devils, man, you proud devils, for stubble, and they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house, bloodline, race, ethnicity, nation. There shall not be any remaining of the bloodline of Esau, for the Lord hath spoken it. So that's thus saith the Lord. You're going to get wiped out. That's what it says in Ezekiel 25. Let's get this. In 13, therefore, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, I will also stretch out mine hand upon Edom. Man, the Lord really hates you devils, man. The Lord really, really hates you devils. Man, he's always talking about how he wants to just annihilate you. I'm so glad I am not an Edomite, because the Lord is going to destroy you. All right, it's coming. It's coming. That's who's going to make war with the beast, right? And will cut off man and beast from it, and will make it desolate. That means empty, waste. From Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. Read it in the NLT. Therefore, says the sovereign Lord, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, I will raise my fist, all right, of judgment against Edom, right? I will wipe out its people. Yeah, every single one of you, all of you, from the elites down to the lowest Edomite. I will wipe out its people and animals with the sword. The Lord is going to wipe out your entire bloodline. You Edomites, aka the so-called white man, you so-called Europeans, you so-called Caucasians. Your real identity, your real nationality, according to the Bible, is the Edomites. And this is thus saith the Lord. All we're doing is reading you your fate. We're reading you your fate. It's all over the scriptures. All right. So when you make proud statements like this,
We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters. They're watching
whoa. Okay, very proud. But when you make statements like that, you clearly haven't read the scriptures. You clearly haven't read the scriptures. Because the Lord said you won't have any sons or daughters. All right? Job 18 and 19. Well, get this. What did the Lord say about your sons and daughters? Huh? Job 18. I will start at 18. He shall be driven from light to darkness, and chased out of the world. You're not going to be on this planet. Right. Here's another one for you Edomites. Talking about you. He shall be driven from light, right? Your heavenly estate right now, ruling the world. You know, Europe being the most powerful financial entity in the world, along with the United States, you know, ruling the world, controlling the money, controlling the militaries, controlling the resources and the powers, having wicked governments set up all over the place, your proxy governments, right? Destroying other countries and sending in your militaries. If you ever read that book, Confessions of an Economic Hitman, right? Verse 19, he shall neither have son nor nephew. That's your entire bloodline. Okay? He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. There goes another one. There goes another one for you Edomites. There goes another one for you Christians who refuse to acknowledge the words of the Lord. You're going to be destroyed alongside Esau. If you're not an Edomite and you believe in all the Edomite doctrines and the Edomite philosophies, aka Christianity, Renaissance Christianity, which is where it comes from, right? The Renaissance period, when they completely corrupted and hijacked the Bible and gave you Christianity today, right? That's where your religion comes from, your false, fake religion in the fake name of your Messiah, Jesus. That's not his name. It all comes from the Renaissance and the Edomites taking over the world, right? Through their colonization, using their sword, their blessing that Esau was blessed with, right? By his father Isaac. Okay. He shall neither have son nor nephew among his people, nor any remaining in his dwellings. That's the fate of this man right here.
Every move. Iran, Russia, China, North Korea, ISIS, Al-Qaeda. They may be watching this right now. We don't care what you look like. We don't care who you voted for, who you worship, what you worship, who you love. It doesn't matter if your dad left you millions when he died or if you knew who your father was. We have been honed into a machine of lethal moving parts that you would be wise to avoid if you know what's good for you. We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want...
Well, the scriptures say you will be intimidated. You will try to fight, and the other nations do want war. Okay?
War with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters. They're watching our...
Well, you won't have any sons or daughters, Esau. You won't have any. And that's thus saith the Lord. I want to give all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash, Shalom, Abad, Babal.